I'm going to be talking briefly about some work we did on estimating critical vaccination threshold and vaccination impact during the 2017-2019 hepatitis A virus outbreak in Louisville. Now, this outbreak predominantly affected persons who experience homelessness or who have a substance use disorder. And we had two main aims. The first was to investigate the differences in hepatitis A virus infection risks across population subgroups. And the second was to estimate the critical vaccination threshold required for herd immunity, as well as the impact of the vaccination that was carried out during the outbreak. To achieve the first aim, we employed a technique based on the comparison of pre-peak and post-peak incidence proportions across population subgroups. This technique involves computing an odds ratio, and if this odds ratio is greater than 1 for a subgroup I compared to a subgroup J, that means that the infection risk for subgroup I during the initial stages of the epidemic was higher. To achieve the second aim, we developed a dynamic compartmental model which allowed for movement between various infection states and calibrated this model to case count and vaccination data from Louisville. We also, using this model, estimated the impact of a range of vaccination scenarios. Our estimate for the critical vaccination threshold was 76%, and using the infection risk comparison technique, we found that people who experience homelessness were at an increased risk of hepatitis A virus infection. Our main finding is that earlier and faster vaccinations for people experiencing homelessness are key to mitigating outbreak impacts. Thank you.